Hey boos, hey! Happy masculine and divine feminine Mondays. Hey you guys, I am Regal Essence. I am Queen TV. I am Queen TV After Dark. I am Life is a Love Goddess. I am your ray of sunshine in the afternoon time. I'm Life is a Laidback Mom. I'm your crystal healer and Dilla. And I'm your your past life. And I'm your past life princess. Hey boos, hey. So I'm so excited to bring you guys this topic. So the reason why it's not just Divine Masculine Mondays is because I did not do a Divine Feminine Friday video. So I am just going to address my collectively, right? So what I want to know today, what I want to talk about today is Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Have you met your breaking point? Have you got to your breaking point? And what I mean by that is, have you gotten to the point in your life where you're just like, yo, I'm so tired of stuff going the way that it's going. I'm so tired of I'm so tired of certain things looking the way that it is looking, that, yo, I'm about to just break out of this bullshit. Like, I'm about to break out of just certain patterns and cycles that I just get tired of finding myself into, right? So, a little backstory, right? So, I posted something on my community board, and I was watching the video, and the guy was talking about breaking out of, well, I ain't gonna talk about exactly what he was talking about. Y'all gotta go to my community board to see, right? But he mentioned just getting to certain points in your life where you start to recognize the glass walls, right? The glass walls that you find yourself within, right? You're bumping up against that invisible wall in your life, right? And I was just like, oh my God. So he kind of just like brought it all together, what it is that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because like, I know that feeling, and I kind of went through a little bit of that this week, and I had to, you know, like, so me, I'm at a point in my life where I want to be peaceful, right? I'm at a point in my life where I want to be in a state of peace and calm, right? But at the same time, I don't feel the need to go along to get along, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like a don't start nothing, won't be nothing type of person at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, if you want it, I could definitely bring it, you know what I'm saying? But I try to stay in this very, like, a peaceful state, you know what I mean? Like, not to the point of being naive, but just being, just at a point where it's just like, I done been there, done that with just, like, so much stuff that I have chosen the vibration that I want to resonate in. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's very important whenever you're going throughout life and you are working or you're in school or you have to deal with difficult people and things of that nature. Like, you really have to put yourself in a certain mindset, right? So say some of us who work in a hostile work environment, we may, we definitely need to put ourselves in a certain vibration, a certain mindset, so that you don't get sucked into the negativity that's going on around you. And that's actually a lot of us, whether it's work, whether it's school, whether it's home, you know, our home life, or, sorry y'all, that's Pootie. So we have to get to a point where we really are, and I guess the fancy term for it would be mindfulness, where we're utilizing mindfulness, meaning we are very, number one, we're choosing to be in the moment, right? And with choosing to be in the moment, that means that you are willing to take whatever comes your way and deal with it head on, versus finding ways to numb out or finding ways to escape what it is that you have to deal with, what it is that you have to feel, what it is that you may have to go through when dealing with a certain situation, but instead, you remain in the moment and you get through it, right? You may have to breathe through it. You may have to whatever, right? But a part of being mindful is being able to stay within the moment and deal with whatever it is that comes your way, without escaping, right? So, when I say, have you met your breaking point? Have you come to your breaking point? It is a point in your life where you realize that I can no longer do things this way, right? I have to break out of this pattern of being, right? So maybe a pattern of behavior, whether it's addictions or escapism, escaping situations that are difficult or uncomfortable, escaping out of patterns of self-sabotage. I know that I need to eat right. I know that I need to exercise every day, but instead, I find excuses to eat, emotionally eat, or I find excuses to self-soothe through eating and not eating the proper way. I find reasons to not work out and treat my body the way that I should, right? Breaking out of certain mindsets. So getting stuck in a mindset of pessimism, negativity, prejudging certain situations, prejudging certain people, versus taking the time to realize that, everybody doesn't think the same. All men don't think the same. All men don't act the same. All women don't think the same. All women don't act the same. But because we have been raised around certain people, raised in certain environments, oftentimes we start to set a certain stigma and we say, all people act this way, all people act that way, instead of allowing ourselves to experience something different. Breaking out of the matrix. How about that? Breaking out of the matrix, but breaking out of the matrix requires breaking out of certain mindsets. So just breaking out of that mindset that, this is the only way that it is. This is the only thing out there for me, right? Breaking out of mindsets of worry, anxiety, depression, things of that nature, and just realizing that your life can be what you desire it to be, right? And that requires something a little bit beyond ourselves, right? So I find myself at times, I'm just like, okay, God, like, I want to stay in this certain state, in this certain mindset, but if I keep having to deal with this, and this, it's going to make it really hard for me to stay in this space and in this place, right? But in my heart and in my mind, I know where I desire to be. I know what I desire to feel. I know what I desire to manifest into my life and what things I desire to call into my life, right? So it requires me to constantly reach my breaking point, right? It requires me to constantly be aiming higher, right? Doing more, pushing myself a little bit further, right? Praying more, talking to God more, just always aiming to do a little bit more than I may have done before, because as we grow and as we ascend, unfortunately, God requires more from us, right? He's not going to require more from us than we can handle, and he's not going to put more on us than we can bear. But sometimes we do feel like, like, this is too much. Sometimes I just be like, I don't really know how you expect me to deal with all this, right? But God knows, right? So at that point when you're just like, yo, I can't keep doing this, that's a breaking point, right? And you have to find a way to get beyond that feeling of frustration, right? That feeling of disappointment, whether it's with people outside of you or whether it's disappointment from you not showing up in your life the way that you desire or the way that you planned or set forth for yourself, right? So I wanted to ask you guys today, like, have you met your breaking point? Have you gotten to that point where enough is enough with this particular situation? You know what I mean? Like, enough is enough with this particular mindset. Enough is enough with this particular view on life, people, relationships, environments, situations, right? Have you reached a point where you're willing to go beyond what it is that you've always known, always done, and always experienced, right? Have you reached your breaking point? Have you gotten frustrated enough that you are looking for something bigger to the point that, like, you just gonna go after it? Have you reached your breaking point to the point that you're just like, I'm not taking no for an answer. Like, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And it's going to be what it is that I want it to be. You know what I mean? Some of us have to reach our breaking point. Because like I was saying, like, I've gotten into a certain mindset. You know what I mean? Like, I have had to fight a lot mentally, spiritually, emotionally, right? So sometimes I just be at a point like, you know what, like, I just want to chill, I just want to chill and be at peace. But, sometimes you got to be at that point where, like, you know what I mean? Like, you ready to knuck if you buck. Like, sometimes, the violence is so much that, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta take people by force, right? Spiritually, you gotta speak certain things into being, certain things into being, and certain things into existence, and call an end to certain things that you see going on within your life. And sometimes that requires you going beyond just, love and light and namaste and I just want to be sweet and nice. Sometimes you gotta, unfortunately, sometimes, you gotta put your boxing gloves on. You know what I mean? Like, for some of us, that is our breaking point. Like, I'm like, I gotta put this girl back on again. You know what I'm saying? But with every level in our life, we are required to reach our breaking point, meaning we are willing to break past where it is that we are, so that we can enter into a new season, enter into a higher level of elevation, enter into a space where we can call different things into our lives, enter into a space where we find ourselves on a higher timeline because we are making different decisions, right? We're making decisions that will take us in a different direction than, say, we were going before, because we've reached our breaking point with what it is that we see and we experience, and we realize that, like, I'm better than this. Like, I want more than this. And because of that, I'm going to break past these things, right? As chosen ones, starseeds, the black sheep of the family, we are here to break generational curses. And with that being the case, that means that we are always here to take the high road, right? Or a higher road, meaning we are willing to do things differently than how they've always been done in our family, right? We are willing to make certain decisions that those that came before us weren't willing to make, or maybe strong enough to make, or maybe weren't afforded the ability to be able to make, right? But we've been afforded that opportunity to do a little bit more, right? Have a little bit more, right? And with that, we set ourselves up to be an example to our families, to be role models in our family, role models in our community, role models in our workplace, role models in our creative spaces, for my creatives, to just be a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage you guys to keep pushing past the mediocre. Push past anything that would keep you stuck, right? Push past anything that would cause you to be frustrated or feel defeated, right? Push past any situations, people, places, things, and cycles that would keep you in toxicity, that would keep you in a state of worrying or anxiety or fear or doubt, right? I want to encourage you guys to reach your breaking point. So yeah, you guys, that's all I got for you all today on this collective Monday, collective message Monday, right? I love you guys so very, very much. I hope you guys had an amazing Labor Day. I was just chilling. Today, relaxing. I've been being grown for the last couple of days. I was doing some lesson planning because she is a new pre-K teacher. Look, y'all. So I was lesson planning today. I did my shopping for the week. What else I do? I had to get some stuff for work because I gotta dress a little bit, different. I'm used to being out in the community, so I gotta dress a little more business casual. So I was hanging with my daughter today and just getting prepared for my week. So I hope that's what you guys did today on this Labor Day Monday. I hope you guys got some rest. I hope you guys are eating well, sleeping well, right? And making choices and decisions that are going to serve your highest good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys, I love you guys very, very much. I will be back on Friday for Feminine Fridays. I will be back on Friday for Feminine Fridays. I want you guys to share this video with your friends. Share it with your friends. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Have you met your breaking point? Like, if you met your breaking point, just drop me a comment and let me know. Even if you just got to drop a comment and be like, yes. You don't have to go into details. But let me know, have you met your breaking point? What else I want y'all to do? I want y'all to hit the bell button and subscribe so you know every time that I post up. Okay. Shout out to all my new subscribers. My subscriber count is going crazy. So shout out to you all. Shout out to y'all. And just remember, I love you. Peace.